Today, I'm visiting Como for the first time, as I try to visit every station on the Sydney Rail network to look around both the station and the suburbs surrounding it. Como Station is on the Illawarra Line and is the first station south of the Georges River. It has an island platform with a white brick building in the centre and additional structures on either end providing shelter. The platform is accessed from an underpass, and there are stairs and a lift to this underpass. It connects to roads on both sides, with the eastern entrance having stairs and a ramp up to the road. The western entrance is quite unique. The underpass leads to an open area below ground level, with a staircase and a lift up to the street. This entrance has sandstone walls and lots of vegetation. It's quite a beautiful space. Leaving the station, I went for a walk around the local area. I walked south on Como Parade past the station car park, and continued to where the road becomes a narrow street without footpaths. Further along there's a staircase branching off the road which leads up to Wallen Street. Como is a hilly suburb, and this street climbs and descends a hill as it continues west. I reached the end of Burke Street, where there is a cul-de-sac before a tree-filled reserve leading up to Wolga Street. Here I walked north, arriving in a small row of shops with a wide pedestrian area in front of them. Further along, I reached Henry Lawson Reserve, which has a playground just off the street and an open area in the centre of a residential block. This park has a second entrance on Bullerman Street, where I turned east. Near the end of this street it becomes quite steep as it approaches Como Parade, where I turned north again. This section of Como Parade is at a much higher elevation than the railway. A footpath connects this section of the road to Warrenora Crescent, which then becomes Como Parade as it starts heading downhill. Here the road is quite high up, and there are views towards the Georges River. But this high elevation doesn't last long, as the road gradually descends to eventually meet the level of the railway line, and then a footpath continues down even further. This footpath leads to another underpass under the railway, not far from the river. On the other side of the underpass, I took a deviation to walk along another path which goes towards the river. This path leads to a bridge over the river. This bridge was the original railway bridge over the Georges River, and opened in 1885. A new wider bridge just to the west of this one opened in 1972, and the original bridge was then converted into a pedestrian and cycling bridge. If you look through the fence just south of this bridge, you can see the location of the original Como railway station. It used to be here, close to the river, before being relocated further south when the new bridge opened. From the end of this bridge, I went back south to walk around the area east of the rail line. This part of Verona Range runs in between the water and a sporting field. The street then turns south and goes uphill, where it splits in two to go around this small and steep hill. From here I walked on a few streets to get back to the station. Como is an interesting area to walk around due to its varied topography and scenery. And now that I've visited the station, I can add it to the list of Sydney train stations I've visited. Thanks for watching.